So the next thing I want you to write down is the 3 golden rules for property investing. Okay, the 3 golden rules, and make a list underneath 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I worked this out, and I'm like, right, I'm going to go back. And I had $110,000 in the bank. And so the 1st of November 2005, I flew back to Australia. I had $110,000 in the bank, but more importantly, I had a head full of the right knowledge, and I had a plan, right? And that plan was my 3 golden rules. And golden rule number 1 was buy where it's booming. Okay, buy where it's booming. It seems so obvious, simple, but everyone doesn't do it. Right? Buy where it's booming, and that's what I did. And I started doing really bloody well. So well, in fact, that 2009 was my last year in the regular army. I was a 2nd year major. I was a battery commander, 103rd Battery in Darwin. I was the BC of that in 2008, 2009. 2009, I would have spent 6 months in the bush, no comms, away from home. That year alone, the property portfolio made $260,000. I was on 100 grand a year. The wife was on 60 grand a year. We were earning 160 grand in salaries while working our asses off, working 250 days a year each, 500 days a year of labour between us, right? But the property portfolio made us $260,000 without lifting a bloody finger, okay, other than doing the initial work to set it up. Now, who would like to know how I did that? And this is what I want to teach you tonight, okay? And then I remember sitting very clearly, I was sitting on the couch in our house in Darwin, and I was sitting there and I was just working it out on the back of a piece of paper, and I turned to my wife and I said, you know what, we made $260,000 this year. She goes, what? I said, just in capital growth alone. She's like, oh, wow. And that's when I realised, that's when the penny dropped for me. We were all taught wrong. You were taught wrong, I was taught wrong. We're told to work hard. We're told to study hard at school. Why? So we could get a good job, right? So we'd go to uni or TAFE, we'd get a good job. Why? So we could earn a little bit more money. Why? So we could work hard and earn a bit more money. But no one's ever getting rich by doing that, And that's what happens. Okay. So golden rules: buy where it's booming. Yeah, well, absolutely, Amanda. Yeah, buy where it's booming and buy new properties as well, of course. Number 2 is make sure they pay for themselves. If they don't pay for themselves, you're going to have to top them up with your job income, and then you're going to hit a brick wall where you're not going to be able to top them up anymore. Okay. Only buy positive cash flow properties. Very important. Never sell. If you never sell, you never get taxed, right? And if you sell, what you really are is you're the poor man with a chainsaw when you sell, right? A poor man would look at an apple tree, a big apple tree, and go, I could pick all those apples and sell them, and then I could chop this tree down and sell the firewood, and then whatever's left over I could mulch and sell that as garden mulch, and I'll have a big lump sum of money and a massive piss up, and then it'll be awesome. But that poor person will never make money again from that tree, right? A rich person, a wealthy mindset person would look at that tree and go, okay, we're going to pick apples off this tree at a sustainable rate. We're going to keep some for ourselves as an income, and we're going to sell the rest, right? And then we're going to get the seeds from those apples, and we're going to plant more trees. And we're not going to sell for one apple tree. I want an orchard of 100, and I'll visualize that, and I'll make a plan to end up with 100 apple trees, right? That's how a wealthy person thinks. And it's a very good metaphor about what you should be thinking. You should be thinking about how you're going to grow your portfolio of real assets that are going to grow in value and pay you a passive income, rather than just sort of selling everything and having a piss up. All right.